We're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Horsemen Hangout for November 18th, 2015. I am your host, Mr. Rue, and I'm filling in for Mr. Justin tonight, who is incapacitated. He is unable to host, so I am taking the hosting duties. With me this week is the panel of two regulars on the Horsemen Hangout. To my left here, Mr. Stephen Page. How you doing, Mr. Page?
I'm very well tonight.
I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I feel like it's been a few WrestleManias since I've seen you.
You.
Speaking of which, I know someone who is going to WrestleMania in the spring and he's laying leisurely right now in front of his computer.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be at WrestleMania.
We just got David Ortiz talking about his retirement.
Mr. Joshua Hinkle also joining us on the show today. Big Josh Hinkle, how the hell are you?
I'm okay, Mr. Rude TV. Hey, Steven. Great to be back on.
Well, it's good to be back on. I can't remember the last time we did a broadcast. It was probably the Halloween episode, I want to say. I don't remember. I think we may have done one since then. And here's Sweet Pea walking in front of the camera. Hello, Sweeps. You got to go down. Oh, watch the claws on the So the big news, well, we can cover a lot. You guys want to rant on something. Well, first of all, off the top of the show, what the heck happened with Kevin Owens and Big Joe? Now, first of all, for those of you who don't know, there was a controversial tweet.
Melissa Joan Hart, yes, who's better known as Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch, a.k.a. Melissa Joan Hart, a.k.a. the star of Melissa and Joey.
Yep.
Don't ask me how I know that.
I do.
Yep. But anyway, she tweeted. She's a mark basically, just like all of us. She's a big time mark, and she was tweeting about wrestling, live tweeting Monday Night Raw, and she basically said something to the effect that Kevin Owens is not the same worker that he once was. His character is stale, or something to that effect. I don't know.
Lazy wrestler.
Yeah, lazy
wrestler, unlike how he was on the Indies or NXT or in ROH. Same thing. And then apparently Kevin Owens blocked her. Side note, Kevin Owens blocked me probably a year and a half ago when he wasn't even Kevin Owens, back when he was Kevin Steen. I don't even remember what exactly I said.
How many wrestlers are you currently blocked by?
I think the tally now is at 47. Pretty sure.
47.
47.
Wow.
No, I don't know. A good handful. I don't know the exact tally, but
I'm definitely blocked by Jim Ross, CM Punk.
You know what it is? I think sometimes there are wrestlers that Twitter their name and their @ mentions, and they see who has said some derogatory things, and then they block. But anyway, I'm getting off task. And the people that block me, I really don't care. I don't want to follow them anyway. Whatever I've said to make them block me, I've meant. So they can block me. Guys like Bradshaw and Eric Bischoff, I really don't care about them. So what we were saying was Kevin Owens blocked Melissa Joan Hart, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It became this big issue. The Raw announcers, I didn't see it, I heard about it. The Raw announcers, Kevin Kelly, Michael Cole, and Jonathan Bradshaw Layfield, whatever the hell his name is, basically addressed the tweet on the air, and then it became sort of a big, Twitter topic of conversation. And then Kevin Owens tweeted, "I just blocked Sabrina the Teenage Witch." And then, shortly thereafter, Kevin Owens blocked Horsemen Hangout panel member Big Josh Hinkle. Big Josh, tell us what the hell happened here.
I was just tweeting my opinion about this whole Kevin Owens thing because of his heel character. I think I said that, just if you can't take the criticism from the people, then you shouldn't be on social media. And then I think I put that one says prize fighter my ass. I'm trying to remember. But all in all, WWE is cracking down on some people who left derogatory statements to some wrestlers. And I get an email earlier, about 2 hours ago, but I sent them an email back. Blah, 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 apologized, I did a video, blah, blah, blah. Everything's okay now.
So, in other words, WWE contacted you about bullying Mr. Owens, in other words.
It was sort of like that, but it's just their statement. And I'll read a snippet. It said, "Oh, we didn't appreciate your tweets against Mr. Owens. Blah blah blah. It was a little over the line. Blah blah blah. Oh well, go figure,
Gotcha.
right?"
Yeah, well, in all due respect, I really don't care what WWE thinks. You should have freedom of speech. And but I did see you made an apology video towards Kevin. I know you were a Kevin Owens fan,
Yeah.
Mr. Hinkle. I got to be honest with you, and I don't mean to be biased, but I saw Kevin Steen years ago, and I didn't dislike him,
Right.
but I wasn't too crazy about him either. I don't know. I just looked at him as just I don't want to use the phrase overrated, but I don't know. He just never really. He wasn't really my. I would rather watch, guys like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, similar style wrestlers. But there's just something about Kevin Steen back then, when I used to watch him in CZW and ROH, that I just really care for him. I don't know, something about him. I don't know what it was.
Oh, that
So,
back, Ryan. My laptop's back running, so I'll re-sign on. Okay.
all right, cool, Josh. Stephen Page, tell us about Survivor Series. Are you looking forward to the tournament coming up? And also, I'm going to rely on you to tell me what rounds of the tournament and what brackets are going to happen at the actual pay-per-view, because I know they've been doing it on Raw. I don't know how far they are in the tournament.
Basically, the semifinals is Ambrose versus Roman. Sorry, not Rollins.
Yeah.
And who the hell's the other one? Del Rio and who the hell's the other guy? I can't remember.
All right, so wait a minute. Hold on a second. Big Josh, have you been watching Raw?
Yeah.
All right, I'm asking you and Mr. Page to come. What are the brackets right now for Survivor Series? What is the tournament right now? Say it again, Steven.
It's Roman versus Dean.
Okay, so one quarterfinal. It's the quarterfinals and the finals they're going to do, right?
Yeah, semifinal.
Okay, so Roman against Dean Ambrose.
No, actually, it's Roman against Alberto and Dean versus Kevin Owens.
Is that what it is? Okay, so Roman against Del Rio, and then Owens against Ambrose. And those are the Ambrose.
I'll take Roman over. I'll take Roman. So we'll get to our picks. I'll take Roman over Del Rio.
All right, wait a minute, Steven. Wait a second, Steven Page. Hold the phone. You're getting ahead of the game. We're going to do our predictions in a second. As it stands right now, other than the other matches at Survivor Series, which I believe the other one is Undertaker and Kane against the Wyatt family.
And then we got Charlotte versus Paige for the
right, and the women's team. So right now the tournament is whittled down to Roman Reigns against Alberto Del Rio, Kevin Owens versus Ambrose, and then the winners of those two matches fight for the championship.
Right.
Okay. Well, I think I'll let Stephen Page make his predictions first.
I got Roman going into the finals, and I'll take. And a great match is going to be Dean Ambrose over Kevin Owens. So it'll be Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns in the finals.
Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, two former Shield members, in the finals, and who's taking the crown?
See, I can see them giving Dean Ambrose the title for like a short time. I don't know.
Who's got Money in the Bank right now?
Sheamus.
Money in the Bank is Sheamus.
Oh, and he didn't cash it in yet.
No.
He could also do that. He could also come in and swoop in at the end, kind of Edge style. And
I'm thinking, is Sheamus? I mean, I pardon my ignorance, guys, because I really have been in and out of the storyline.
Sheamus sucks.
Yeah, of course he sucks. He's awful. I hate Sheamus, but
his white skin.
Yeah, shiny white skin. I
can take him as I can take him as a baby face, but I can't accept him as a heel.
Well, you know what? I'm kind of disagree. I'm on the other side of the fence. I don't like him as a heel, but I could stomach him as a heel. I really didn't like him as a babyface. I thought it was just
Yeah, I
so
can't
fucking.
stomach him right now with the stupid look that he has. I mean, like, the mohawk would be okay, but the braids, I just can't take the braided beard.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Josh, what do you think about? Whoa, guys, easy, easy. What do you think about Sheamus, Josh?
About his entrance when he comes out and was like, oh, look at fella, and his bright light shines up, and it's like your eyes get crossed like this every
Yeah.
time you see him. I mean,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's it. That is
I think
Sheamus.
he's whiter than Casper the Ghost.
I was never a fan of him. I mean, I just never really saw it with him. I never saw
Personally,
it.
I think the guy, if he had won over my guy, of course, Triple H at WrestleMania 26, I think he would have been bigger than he was.
All right, so Steven, who was your final pick to win the title again?
I guess I'll have to take Roman.
Okay, Roman Reigns. All right, Big Josh Hinkle, your predictions for Roman Reigns, Del Rio, Owens, Ambrose, and then the finals. Go.
It's basically what Steven said, but it's just it's gonna be Roman over Del Rio because they're building Del Rio up for like a match at WrestleMania after Del Rio left Lucha.
Right.
And then it's going. They say on the dirt sheets that he wants the final match at WrestleMania. Why does Del Rio go from Alberto El Patron to where he was worshipped by thousands in California?
Why
It's
is
like
he doing the arm breaker? Why is
I
he?
don't know.
Why is he jumping down on him? Kind of like, they bring Finn Balor up. I know he does. I know he puts him on the mat and he does basically the same move from the top rope to the mat and stomps him.
It's
But
like what Kevin Sullivan used to do without. You remember Kevin Sullivan did the double stomp
yeah,
and
Yeah. Yeah.
similar, but it's just my point about this whole Del Rio. I don't mean to get off track. It's just why do you go from one place to where you're like worshipped as a god in like Lucha, and then you go from Lucha to WWE where now the people hate your guts.
Well, I could give you the answer there, Josh, and I can't uh, speak for Alberto, but I could definitely guess the reason. And I believe Alberto does have a number of kids. He's got a family,
And the
and I
money.
think the money just wasn't there right now. So he's certainly not going to take a chance with TNA because they could go out of business tomorrow. And Lucha is awesome, but it can't be paying what WWE is. And if WWE and Alberto were willing to bury the hatchet with the racial deal that they went through last year, then I think Alberto took the contract and is feeding his family right now.
I have nothing against Alberto. I just never, connected with him.
No, I'm with you. I never really connected either, and I don't have anything against
the
them.
guy. I met the guy a couple months ago. I didn't get my picture taken with him, but I met the guy, and wicked nice dude, but I just never connected with him.
Yeah.
He ruined my first Royal Rumble experience. That was horrible.
The 40 man.
2011.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. Matter of fact, I remember. I could tell you a specific moment from that night. I was watching it at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I remember getting a text message. I believe it was from my brother Justin, the host of this show, and his exact words to me were, "Who the hell is Alberto Del Rio?" Because obviously he hadn't been watching it.
Rodriguez, I'll tell you a funny story about that. He, you know how he did that, Del Rio thing at the end where he just went off and pronounced Del Rio's the winner. Well, he friggin' did that for like 5 minutes after. I was like walking down to the outside and I can still hear him through the arena.
Ricardo, I always remember that. But to be honest, I don't know. I just never saw it with Alberto. He's a very good wrestler, though. So Steven's got shades on.
Okay, let's get to my picks. It's gonna be Roman.
I got the mask on now.
Okay, it's gonna be Roman over Alberto, Dean over Kevin. Then it's gonna be a heel turn from either Dean or Roman. So I'm going with Roman, but but the end result's gonna be Sheamus cashing in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, in terms of my picks, Roman against Del Rio, and this is without even watching it over the past couple weeks. Roman over Del Rio. You can't bring in Alberto and have him go over on Roman that quick.
No.
They put a lot of stock in Roman Reigns, and I think this is the time. If there was ever a time to do something with Roman Reigns, this is the opportunity to do it. So I think Roman Reigns over Del Rio. I cannot, with the push they're giving him, I cannot see Dean Ambrose going over on Owens. So I'm going to have to say Roman Reigns against Kevin Owens in the finals, and I think Roman Reigns defeats Kevin Owens. Where's Survivor Series at, Steven?
Where the hell is it? Oh,
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Thank you.
Atlanta.
The bad streets of Atlanta, VA.
Probably a good location. What I was thinking was if it was on the East Coast. Look at that right there, Melissa Joan Hart autograph. Awesome, Josh.
Yeah.
She's a hot dish.
I wrote to her in 2012 from her show.
What I was thinking was, you remember when his cousin, The Rock, turned heel at Survivor Series in a tournament?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of thinking if it were in a hardcore city where Kevin Owens would be the favorite, that might be where a chance to turn Reigns heel. But I'm going to say in the finals, like I said, Reigns against Kevin Owens. Roman Reigns wins the title, but I feel like in terms of a turn, I feel like Roman Reigns may be the one that will be the true heel.
So,
maybe
would
will
you say Roman Reigns is worth?
Personally, no. I don't think he's worth that at all, honestly. I think he's a watered-down version of a Samoan wrestler. I don't see it, honestly. I think he's very.
So what you say is this is what you hear when Roman Reigns comes out.
Sort of. Yeah, he's right.
I think Big Josh. I think Steven is stealing your heat with the Google effects here.
No worries. Steven can do whatever.
I think. Guys, what are you doing? I think that. Look at that! Look at that right there, Big Josh. You've got the Sheamus hair. You've got my biscotti dog ears, and you've got another dog nose. Roman Reigns is winning the title at Survivor Series. Bottom line, let's move on. Big Josh Hinkle, tell us about meeting Ryback.
Oh God. Yeah, he was great. He was great meeting yesterday. Let me grab the picture. It's like the lousy matted 8x11 picture they give out to the fans. But like the first 100 people, you get free tickets to SmackDown.
Okay.
But I was outside at 8:30, and there's like 100 people in line already.
So if you go, wait, explain that again. So if you get early there and pay for the Ryback meet and greet, you can get free tickets to SmackDown, the first 100.
Yeah, it's a free autograph session.
Okay, and they're giving away the SmackDown tickets to the first 100 fans.
Yeah, but it's just the thing that pissed off these two redneck couples was 70. They're like 70th in line. Me and my sister would have been 71st, 72nd.
Right.
But the thing that was 50 people jumped in front of us.
Oh well.
But here's the consolation prize.
So you didn't get SmackDown tickets?
No, they ran out. Here's the.
How about that? Ryback. There it is, right there.
And
Ryan Reeves.
And then there's the picture on the screen right there. My sister took a picture with Ryback.
I see it right there. Did you get a chance to say anything to him? Like I'm a fan of yours, or what did you have?
Yeah,
what did you say to him?
I just went up to him, shook his hand, said, "How you doing?" I said, "All right." And he was talking in his deep voice. He squeezed the crap out of my hand.
Yeah.
God, he's a nice guy. He's humble to where the people appreciate him. That the people made him in WWE.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty nice guy. He seems like a pretty nice guy. Can't say that I'm the biggest Ryback fan, but I respect him for busting his butt in the ring. So
Yeah, the only thing I'm hoping for next year, if Kevin Owens ever comes to Knoxville at the Relix Variety Theater, but the bad part is that the theater's in the ghetto in Knoxville.
right,
It's in the ghetto. I hope Kevin Owens comes next year.
right.
If Owens comes, yeah, I'm gonna go down there. I'm not gonna say who I am, but I'll just get an autograph and be one of those autograph scalpers. Wink, wink.
All right, good
Yeah.
idea. Scalp that autograph, Mr. Hinkle. Mr. Stephen Page, you are going to WrestleMania. Tell us about your WrestleMania journey coming up in this spring. Tell us about this trek you're going on, this trek
Well,
across the
I'm going to
country.
Dallas, so
Yeah.
WrestleMania, of course. Hope to go to Monday Night Raw, NXT. Do the weekend.
Where's NXT being filmed at?
It's the same place that Access is. I can't remember the convention center name.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm due for a Mania trip. That's always fun. Hopefully, when it comes back to the East Coast, be it Philadelphia or Florida, I'm sure it'll be back in New York eventually. That was the last time I was there when it came to New York in 13. But or was it 14?
WrestleMania.
13. Yeah, so I was 13. It was in New York. Not WrestleMania 13. 2013. Hopefully, the next time it comes around, maybe to Florida, we can all do a Horsemen Hangout meetup, and we can all go to Florida to WrestleMania. I gotta say, the most fun I've ever had at a live wrestling show was, I want to say, the weekend we spent in Florida for WrestleMania 24 when Ric Flair fought Shawn Michaels. That was so fun, and that weekend, not only did we do the Hall of Fame, but we did Universal Studios, the theme park. There were wrestling fans everywhere, wooing everywhere. It was a really good time at Universal, and they were actually taping TNA at the same time. They didn't go to a taping though, but that was so fun. And I hope WrestleMania comes back to either Orlando or Miami, but preferably Orlando. That was really fun. Love that. Big Josh, where you going? Oh, what you got? All right, Eddie Mozart Hinkle. Do the Eddie Mozart Hinkle voice.
Do the Eddie Mozart Hinkle voice. What the hell are you talking about, Eddie Mozart Hinkle voice, Mr. Rookie V?
Eddie Mozart. Eddie.
What?
Hey, Eddie.
What?
How you doing, Eddie?
I'm
Eddie.
okay, Rube.
Oh, yes, my Yokozuna. Yes, Yokozuna.
Oh, yes. Very good.
Very good, Mr. Eddie Mozart. Eddie Mozart, tell Mr. Josh to feed you some treats.
Oh, yeah.
It's too cheap to buy treats.
Treats.
All right.
Mr. Fuji said.
Haha, very funny. Okay,
Well,
I'm gonna put back on the bed here.
Let's see what else is going on. You know what I'm going to do right now? We're going to do a new segment on the show called Dirt Roulette. Dirt Roulette. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my smartphone right here. Smartphone. And I'm going to click on Pro Wrestling Torch. Right there. Pro Wrestling Torch. And I'm going to pick on a random article. And then we're going to discuss this random article. I didn't check Torch in a while. The app always crashes. Wade Keller, you stink. Your tech guy is awful. You're probably the tech guy, so you stink, Wade Keller. But let's check your dirt that you've got on here. Here we go. Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to talk about. WWE News. Ric Flair speaks. Reaction to Reed Flair angle. If you didn't catch it, I actually caught it on Monday, or I watched it online. I think I watched it on TV. One of the few segments that I did catch. The angle with Charlotte and whoever the hell else. Hi, Sweepy. What are you doing?
Page.
Hi, Sweeps. Sweeps. Hi,
Whoa.
Sweeps. You're really on the balcony there. You're doing like a Jeff Hardy impression. She's on the back of the chair. Okay. Good girl. Good girl.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
anyway, Charlotte,
yeah, Paige
whoever,
insulted.
Paige. Okay, it was Paige. Yeah, Paige insulted Charlotte by bringing up.
Reed
Uh,
Flair. Yeah.
yeah,
Reed
I was half falling asleep when it happened. And I'm like, really?
Flair.
They really said that? Because like part of me was like fading away because as I always do when I watch Raw, I fall asleep. And then part of me was like, I can't believe she just said that. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking to myself, like they did. Paige insulted Charlotte by bringing up her deceased brother Reed, right? That's what
Yeah.
happened.
That's what
Yeah.
happened. Yeah.
So I mean, like really?
My thoughts on this subject is I really wasn't shocked by it. It's wrestling to me. I don't take offense to it.
Well, another thing is,
If you
yeah, and
do,
another. What's that, Steven?
I mean that's your right to take offense to it, but I just don't. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
I don't take offense to it. I'm just shocked that they would actually do it, and that leads me to believe that we can't really prejudge what the hell happened because you don't know if during the pre-meeting Charlotte may have suggested that. You know, Charlotte seems like the type, if she is the type of girl that I'm thinking she is, and the kind of similar
the
to her dad,
mother also.
she may have suggested, hey, get heat on me, bring up my brother, and we'll have a big scuffle
The
pull.
mother also came out. The mother, Reed's mother,
Reed's mother.
said that
Okay.
she didn't know about it, and Rick said that he didn't know about it. I think they're all freaking working the angle. To be honest with you,
Well,
if
let
you
me.
want,
I think you could be right, Stephen. I'm going to read it right now. Okay, I'm going to read this right now. Ric Flair said in the latest episode of his Woo Nation podcast that he was not contacted in advance about the Reed Flair angle, nor was he pleased by it. However, he finds himself in a tough position of not being able to voice his opinion for fear of affecting his daughter, Divas champion. Well, that's a media slant right there. Yeah, however, he finds himself in a tough position of not being able to voice his opinion for fear of affecting his daughter. That's not in quotation, so I'm assuming whoever wrote this, probably Wade Keller or one of his minions, added that. Ric Flair is not in fear of his daughter.
So he actually did say that on the podcast.
Oh, he did say that.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, he
afraid that.
basically said he didn't want friggin' the push that she's currently getting in WWE as the champion to be affected by his views on this situation, and he said he would go to Survivor Series, and it's going to be put in the past, pretty much.
Yeah, that seems about right.
So I think they're all working the damn angle. If you want mine, just like I said.
think you're right. I think you're right.
Josh, what do you think?
I would say I know that Hunter and Stephanie Michael Hayes have her back, and I think if anything, it could be considered negative, as I don't think she feels like she's comfortable enough to say no to anything yet.
Right.
I can't imagine the balls of WWE Creative to bring up a thing like this into the story. So whether it's Paige or Creative,
I just can't take Ric Flair at his word. I mean, wrestlers are wrestlers. I just can't take him at face value that he didn't know something about it.
Ring of Honor has a show coming up at the anniversary show, February 26th and 27th, their 14th anniversary. Ring of Honor has been around for 14 years in Las Vegas. The show will be held in Las Vegas on iPay-per-view. It will be headlined by Jay Lethal, AJ Styles, and the Young Bucks. There will also be before that, at the end of the year, there'll be 2 big shows in Philly at the ECW Arena.
When is the dates on that?
Dates on that, I believe, are December. I don't have the exact dates, but it's right after Christmas, I believe. I want to say one of the last shows of the year. That's a big show. I'm spoiled though, guys, because I can't pull myself to pay $25-$30 for a Ring of Honor show, because back in the day, in 2009, when they were on HDNet in 2008, we would go to the arena and watch Daniel Bryan, Nigel McGuinness, Samoa Joe. I used to see Samoa Joe there too prior to. Tyler Black, who was Seth Rollins. Larry Sweeney was still around. We used to see the best of the best at the ECW Arena, and they would charge literally $9 a ticket, sometimes $10 a ticket to see their TV. We would get regular general admission. We would move down right by the ramp. So that was such a fun time. we must have saw at least 3 or 4 shows, TV tapings for HDNet. They were so fun and so cheap to go to, and now I just can't pull myself to pay $30 to go watch kids who who are younger than me and not as half as entertaining as that old crew of Brian, Tyler Black, Nigel, Larry Sweeney, etc. That's just my opinion. Yeah. Who else? The Briscoe. Well, Briscoes are still there. I love the Briscoe brothers. Big Josh Engel, have you ever seen the Briscoe brothers in ROH? Love those guys. What do you think of the Briscoe brothers? You ever seen them?
Maybe once or twice. It's just Ring of Honor's. It's a good promotion.
Yeah.
I like their style, but you know, I don't know. And they just moved off of Destination America to another network in here next month.
Did they really? When did they announce that? This is the first I'm hearing of it. They're not on Destination America starting next
they're
month
on
now?
some comment station or something.
What's that now, Steven?
They're on some Sinclair owns the
Yeah.
broadcasting company that brings forth the production of their company.
Huh. I
Owns
didn't know
a
that.
station called Comment Network, and apparently that's where it is going to go.
Do you get Comet Network? I don't. That doesn't.
I've looked it up. I don't get it, no. But I believe I still get it on Nesson. So
I get on the Saturdays where some TV station in Knoxville airs it on every Saturday about 1-2 o'clock. So they're gonna continue on with their syndication thing.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, big syndication is good, but a lot of people don't agree with this. But ROH's main audience are internet wrestling fans, so you can stream live video on the internet, and they do so with iPay-per-view. So the show should be broadcast on the internet. That's how fans are going to watch. They can watch it on their smartphones. You can stream it. You can stream it on YouTube even for free. I mean, obviously, it's
pretty sure they have it on their website.
Yeah, you don't need television. I mean, if they're going to be niche like they are and cater just to the internet wrestling community, then broadcast it exclusively on the internet because no one's going to watch anything on Comet Network. You know, it's just a waste of money and a waste of time. And honestly, I think TNA is getting there. I don't know what their ratings are, but
well, the network has the option to pull the plug on them in the beginning of the year.
Hallelujah.
So that deal with Destination America and
So
TNA
apparently they have TV tapings up till that point.
up to January.
Ahead.
January, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Other thing is they're looking for Dixie Carter went to Los Angeles trying to pitch TV to TV networks.
Dude, she's failed 2 networks in a year. She's not.
Yeah, I know.
You know, that's not. I mean, here's my. I heard WGN or something maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible.
That used to be a satellite TV show network, but apparently now it's on every. I get it.
I do too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about TNA. It's going to be a sad day when they close their doors. I mean, I realize some people are going to be happy, and I realize there's a lot of shady things they've done.
I think if WGN were getting into the wrestling business, I think they should go for the GFW. I'd like to see what they got.
I guess I don't know. I'd like to see.
TNA is a failed brand.
I'd like to see somebody come along and do something innovative. I feel like GWF is. I don't know.
It's a stale team.
But the second they give it to Jeff Jarrett, that company's done. The second,
exactly.
The credibility of that company, once they give it to Jeff Jarrett, for me, is out the window.
I think the secret is if they want to have a fighting chance, give GWF to someone like outside the wrestling realm, like a Billy Corgan or somebody. I don't know, somebody like that. Because if it's just being booked by Jarrett and his cronies, then it's not going to be a bad wrestling show because I'm sure that it's going to be good wrestling, but it's not going to grow. You have to do something else. You have to do something like Lucha Underground, present something that attracts a different audience, and I think that's what Lucha is doing. Even though Lucha, by not good ratings by any means, but they're still putting out a product that's different and distinguishable. And I I think that's important. Having Jim Ross in GWF is good, though, right? He's their announcer, I think, right? Is Jim Ross their announcer?
No, no,
No? Okay,
nope,
I must have
no.
messed that up. I don't know.
I mean, if they got him as their announcer, I would definitely watch it.
Yeah.
Ditto.
I don't know. I really think this is true. I really think a big part of the reason why I dislike Raw is the announce team. And I know we're beating
Michael Cole is horrible.
we're beating a dead horse, but they are just awful.
Byron Saxton, horrible.
I mean, I think the thing is Michael Cole was, and I think it all goes back to Vince, probably Hunter too, but I can't speak for Hunter. But it goes back to Vince, where Michael Cole was handpicked by Vince to be the guy, the voice of WWE, even back when Jim Ross was the man. He wanted Michael Cole. He was the man. And so he's not going anywhere. John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL, is Vince's golden child. He thinks JBL's hilarious, so he's not going anywhere. And then Byron Saxton.
I'd rather have JBL somebody, I'd rather have JBL than Michael Cole or Byron Saxton, to be honest with you.
I would rather have them lay out for the entire show and have no announcers, honestly. I'd rather have that.
It could be worse. Look at SmackDown's new announcer. Oh my God.
Who's that, Josh? I haven't seen it.
I haven't. This new guy took over from Michael Cole. Oh, did you hear WWE.com did an article on Michael Cole recently about how he's lost so much weight and all that? Now he's got muscles and all that garbage.
Oh, I didn't read that. But I gotta be honest, I don't really give a crap about Michael Cole.
Me neither. I'm not gonna talk about him. How about we talk about The Undertaker?
Yeah, 25 years.
25 years. I don't know if anybody caught the interviews with Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, and that's a good show. If you're an Undertaker fan and you're a Stone Cold fan, definitely a show to watch.
I did see Undertaker on Jimmy Fallon Tombstone a Turkey. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Josh Hinkle?
Yes.
Brad Maddox. Yes, that's
played by Brad Maddox. I think Brad Maddox and Hector Guerrero have something in common. They both played turkeys. Hector Guerrero played the Gobbly Gooker back in 1990. You can see how good my memory is of the old WWE when I grew up. I missed that. I missed those days, really. And I relived them enough on the network where now it's like I watched it so much where now it's making me depressed that today's wrestling doesn't give me the, and it's partly due to, I'm 34 now. I can't get the same butterflies that I did when I was 12, but at the same time, I don't know, it could be so much better than it is, man. It's awful. It's awful. What do you guys think about how they handled this tournament? Do you think it's been a good tournament? Fill me in, because honestly, when they announced the brackets, I kind of like zoned out. I didn't even pay attention. It's just like, oh, okay, expected. And they're doing the same cookie cutter stuff. Great matches, I'm sure, but no surprises, right, guys, in this tournament?
No, definitely not. No surprise. But so apparently at Survivor Series, we're not getting a 5-man tag or 10-man tag, whatever. We're getting The Undertaker and Kane versus two hand-picked guys from the Wyatt family.
So that's the Survivor Series match, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And you know what? Unfortunately, I think we need to have the Wyatts go over to salvage this.
Yeah, they have to go over, and I think if I could just take a guess, if they're not going to do, this is my guess. I don't know what John Cena's doing at Mania. I don't really think they're going to do John Cena Taker like everybody thinks. I think what's going to happen is they already did Taker Bray Wyatt. They're not going to do that again. I think what's going to happen is Wyatt's go over. They're going to ease some dissension between Taker and Kane. They're going to set up a big WrestleMania match, WrestleMania rematch match between Undertaker and Kane. I think they may fight one last time. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'd rather see friggin' anything other than that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've seen that so many times I want to vomit, but
No, I'll go. If I want to go watch that match, I'll just go watch one of their previous matches because it's going to be so much better than
Yeah.
what they would do now.
So what's going to be the big marquee Legends match at Mania? You think it'll just be a Taker match, or you think they'll
Oh,
bring this?
it's going to
Because
be
honestly, Dallas.
I think it'll be as a retirement match. I think it
Sure.
should be a retirement match. I think.
Well, I mean, there's money in a guy sitting at home that I can't understand. If they don't use him at this WrestleMania, it's not going to make any sense. And his name, Big Josh Ankle, is the Texas Rattlesnake. How the hell can you not use Stone Cold Steve Austin in a match at Dallas at Texas at WrestleMania? How the hell can you not do that? How the hell can you not give him the spotlight? Is it because that the WWE is PG now and his character isn't PG friendly? Is that the reason? I don't understand. Is he not? Because from what I heard, he's not figured into the plans, right? He's not. They're not doing Brock against. They're not doing Brock Austin, are they?
No,
I don't think so. Not as of right now.
no. Austin said that he has no intentions getting back in the ring. Said on his podcast.
Well, he might be working. Honestly, I think he wants one last match.
He'll show up, do an
I
appearance.
think he'll be
same
there.
with The Rock.
He's got to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, that place is going to be rocking. That place wants Stone Cold in there. That's
All right.
That's the place for
So
Stone
listen, this is okay. He has no intentions of getting in the ring. Just pop the friggin' stadium and do a no holds barred street fight one last time. Stone Cold Steve Austin against Vincent Kennedy McMahon one last time. Why not? And the angle is already built in. Maybe they can say that Vince. I realize Vince is 70 now, but well, maybe he is too old, right? 70 is kind of old to fight, but I don't know. I really think. Oh, what's that, Steven? What's that, Steven?
I said bring back Shane McMahon to fight Stone Cold.
I would love that. I would love that to happen.
That would be amazing, dude. That would be cool.
I would love it. But everything.
Have it be like Vince is gonna build up to it. The match being him against Stone Cold, and then Vince pull the carpet out from him and bring out Shane. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be fun. They could even do a Legends match with. It's in Texas, JB. As much as
Battle Royale, no. Battle Royale.
As much as I shit on JBL, you could do an angle where JBL starts cracking on Austin, saying he's an old timer, blah blah blah, and then they do a Texas bull rope match or a Texas death match. They don't even have to wrestle. Just do a blood, first blood match, Austin against JBL. The crowd would eat that up in Dallas. They would love it.
They could have a beer drinking contest. Oh wait, they already did that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I want to see Austin wrestle. One of the few guys that I really want to see get in the ring again. It's been so long, God, 2003 or something. Not counting that match with Bischoff.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, when he made Mae Young eat some pie.
Yeah.
The redneck triathlon.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. I'm sorry. I'm one to like that. I actually like the match itself sucked. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But the stuff leading up to it was you couldn't beat that stuff. That was great shit. That was good.
I'm looking forward to them putting some of those Raws. They put all the Attitude Era Raws in the network. Did they add any other years of Raw?
If it's the contract they have with Spike TV or whatever, they don't have those Raws on there. They only have up to 2002 for Raw.
Yep.
Do they have right now? Do they have every Raw from 2001 and 2002 on there?
Not everyone, no.
Okay, because I know they did that for 98, 99.
Yeah.
They need to have all the ones from summer '97 on there. I don't know why they don't do that. I think they maybe. I think I know the reason. Honestly, it's because the Owen Hart DVD is coming out, and a lot of that summer '97 stuff is going to be on his DVD. So that's probably it.
That's definitely a DVD I'm going to be picking up.
Ditto.
Yeah, I'm going to buy it, and I don't buy very many WWE DVDs. The last one I bought, I think, was Paul Heyman's. So,
I did too. It's my last one. I just got Best Buy, The King of the Ring.
Okay, yeah, that's an older one, right?
Yeah, 2008. King Booker. But
yeah.
God, This is a boring ass DVD. I'm gonna go sell it take it to a bookstore in Knoxville, see if they buy it. It
Josh,
sucks.
How much do WWE DVDs go and Blu-rays go for at the flea market if you want to buy
Uh,
some or sell them?
Hard to say, but I go to this place in Knoxville, this McKay's bookstore. They go for like $5, $6, $10 and above.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I got a stack that I really don't watch. A lot of them I want to save. There's certain ones I want to save, but there's a lot of them that I should really.
What's your favorite DVD in your collection? Room?
Favorite DVD in my collection? God, I'll have to say. Shoot. Let me see. We'll have to say some of the. Oh, I mean, I really love those one night stands. And the first one, I believe, was the second one. Second one from 2006 came with a DVD copy of Barely Legal, which is an
Yeah.
awesome DVD. But I think I'll have to give the nod to the CM Punk Blu-ray. That was pretty awesome. A great piece.
Yep.
Yep.
The Punk Blu-ray was awesome.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of old stuff too. I actually sold a few of them back years ago. My brother sold them. But
Talking
what's
about
that? Turtles, right there, Mr. Hinkle.
if Punk fights, are you gonna watch it?
If Punk fights at Mania?
No.
UFC.
No, UFC. When he fights, are you gonna watch it?
Oh yeah, I'll watch it definitely. I want to
I
watch that
tried that
live.
Ronda Rousey fight the other night. Somebody had it on Somebody was periscoping it.
Yeah.
Checked it out. I'm not a big. I used to watch it. I used to watch the tapes. My brother would bring it home from the video store that his buddy worked at, and
Yeah. I'm
back
basically.
when, Ken
I'll watch it.
Shamrock was in there, and
Yeah. I'll watch it when there's a reason to watch it, when they give me a reason. I won't just flick on UFC to just see a fight. I'll watch it when Ronda fights. Back in the day, I used to watch it when Brock had a fight. I'll watch it if if when Punk fights. So there's got to be a reason for me to watch it, to tune in. I'm a very casual UFC fan.
so did you hear Taz's comments about the Ronda Rousey fight?
Yeah, he thinks
He
it's
said
fake.
that it was fixed.
Yeah, he's been dropped on his head one too many times. He doesn't know what he's
I don't
talking
know,
about.
man. He broke it down, and it made pretty good sense if you watched the fight.
I just don't understand, if it was rigged, why would they have her get her face effed up? Because she's an actress and she's a model. She does cover shoots. Why would you want to?
He didn't say the whole thing. He just said the finish.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I would probably have had her tap out if that was the case. If they were gonna rig it, I would have her tap out instead of kicking her head off.
Mm-hmm.
And potentially risking. I mean, that was a seriously stiff, not a fake kick. I would never, if it was rigged, I would never have her potentially get seriously injured like that, because Ronda Rousey is the money. So I don't think Taz knows what he's talking about, honestly. My opinion.
I don't know. I just brought it up, so.
I hear you.
Survivor Series, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap things up, do some final thoughts. And before I do, I will be hopefully watching Survivor Series. But if not, we'll do a show next week so we can recap on what happened to the new champ and everything. So, all right. I'll start with my final thought. I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Herb Crackerjack and Mr. Tony Malibu, who made a pretty good video. This came out this morning. You can watch it on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/RueTV, RUETV. Go watch that. And also watch Survivor Series, because maybe, just maybe, Brother Love can come back and debut with a new superstar by the name of Mr. Lane. I think Mr. Lane will debut at Survivor Series. Brother Love is his manager, and do some damage. Mr. Lane, if you're watching, hopefully you're on a plane right now to Survivor Series. Big Josh Hinkle, what are your final thoughts?
Well, let's see. Well, you got me at the Root TV fever there, Ryan.
Oh, I like that. I like that logo there. I like that little caption.
Yep. Okay. Here's my final thought. Great. Thanks for letting me come on again. Appreciate it. When you sent me that message, I was out the door with my sister in her brand new 2015 Nissan Altima. She got off a trade-in yesterday.
Very nice.
Special edition. Long story short, she got a fancy new car. I love the new car smell.
Yeah, me too. I miss that smell. Yep. Been a
But
while.
all in all, Survivor Series, it's gonna be too damn predictable. But who knows?
Yeah, we shall see. It is in the air, so to speak. You never know what could happen. You never know if they're planning something entertaining or predictable. We shall see. Mr. Stephen Page, what are your final thoughts for the evening, sir?
Well, I just want to
Oh, wait a
say
minute. Hold on a second. Look at that, Josh. He made a baboom right there. Baboom. Can I get a baboom, Josh?
Baboom.
Pretty good. Pretty good act. Very good. All right, Stephen Page, final thoughts. Go.
Yeah, just thank you for having me on the show like usual. You can follow me on Twitter at Triple H Guy 2004 or on YouTube at Triple H Guy 2004. Always putting up videos. So
Love
pretty much
Triple H.
Survivor Series.
I love that all three of us have a YouTube channel. That's pretty cool. I like that. We all have our own YouTube channel. We speak our mind on there. Oh, and one more thing. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be going to the movies with my other brother, Kevin, who was on maybe one episode of this, to see Seth Rogen's new comedy, The Night Before. The night before, well, technically the night before Christmas, but it's a new Seth Rogen comedy called The Night Before. I'm seeing it tomorrow night, and I will give you my thoughts next week on the Horsemen Hangout. That is all for this week. For myself, for Mr. Big Josh Hinkle, for Stephen Page doing the Larry Zbyszko thing. Have a good night, everyone.
The living legend of?
What's that?
What was he the living legend of?
He beat Bruno Sammartino in Shea Stadium.
So he was in his own mind. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, living legend in his own mind. Larry. All right, guys, that is all. See you next week.
I always thought his last name was Nabisco, actually.
Hopefully, we can have Larry Nabisco as a guest on the show next week. For myself, Mr. Hinkle, Mr. Stephen Page, do the Larry Z thing one more time. Do it again. There it is. See you guys soon.
Woo! Woo!